Hi, Shihan Noel here. Thank you for joining us for another video. Today I'm going to show you a variation on Kotegaeshi. We did that in the last video. And basically when the students learn this for the first time, a lot of times they'll have trouble getting it performed. Go ahead and make a fist. A lot of times when they're learning this, regardless of what one they learn, they'll go to put the Kotegaeshi and the person will freeze their hand up. They'll either make a fist or they'll keep it long, or keep the fingers open, but they'll make it, rather they'll stiffen up. Sometimes they just do it because they don't want to get hurt because it can be painful. Or they're just, trying to give their partner a hard time. And since we're not trying to hurt our partner in the dojo, there's a couple things that you need to be aware of. And this could happen certainly on the street. If someone grabs me and I go to push them, they could resist. They could clamp up their hand and really resist, and I may have trouble getting that down. Now, you could also do a pattern interrupt. I could kick him here and then go for the technique. I could knee him in the groin. I could strike him in the head and then come back quickly and do it. So there are variations of things, or a variety of things that you can do to distract him from his goal, which is not to let me get that locked in. But the neat thing about this particular technique I'm going to show you is all I have to do is go from here. Instead of pushing him down, all I got to do is kind of reposition my hand just a little bit. I want to get the palm heel behind his knuckles here. I'm holding securely on the wrist, and all I'm doing is I'm pushing towards his bicep. So again, I go to do the Kotegaeshi. Now normally the Kotegaeshi would go where? It would go to the corner, right? So all I'm doing is as I do that and he freezes up, I just basically push pressure against his bicep. I'm going to do that one more time because this does hurt. And I want to make sure I'm very clear on exactly where the hand goes. It's a very subtle change in movement here. So the normal Kotegaeshi would be going to this corner here. And what I'm doing now is I'm taking the hand towards his bicep. But what I'm doing, it really only works if he tenses up. If his hands relax, go ahead and relax a second. If I take him back in a relaxed manner, it's not going to do the same as if I go to the outside. But when I do this and he tenses up, all I got to do is bring it to the bicep. All right, so I'm here. He's pushed me. I go to grab him. He makes a fist. I just basically put pressure on the back of his hand right here where his knuckles are and push it into his bicep. The harder he holds that, the more painful it is and the more effective the technique is. So this is a slight variation on the Kotegaeshi, the wrist lock, and you would use this when anyone challenges you by just tightening up their fist or their hand. They can do it open-handed, but they basically have tensed it up and locked their wrist so that you can't get it on very easily. So all you got to do is just change your direction just a little bit, and a very subtle change but highly effective. So hopefully that'll help you as you practice Kotegaeshi. And again, I'm Shihan Noel. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you in another video. Take care.